Welcome, come one, come all, to the internationally renowned Brixton Academy for the Sony Ericsson World BBoy Series. You're watching the Sony Ericsson World BBoy Series. Coming up over the next few weeks, we're going to be taking you on an international hip-hop journey spanning Scandinavia, mainland Europe, Korea, Japan, USA as well. The best crews will gather to meet here for the World Finals of the UK BBoy Championships at Brixton Academy. 5,000 fans will be out there screaming as the world's greatest battle for global dominance here on this stage. Over those next few weeks, we'll also be taking you on a crash course in international BBoy culture as well, giving you a chance to witness those crews in their own environments and make up your own mind as to who you think should win on finals day. But I do apologise, because I am overloading you with a lot of information right now. So let me just take a second out to break it down for you. The UK BBoy Championships have been going for a decade and a half, with 2010, funnily enough, marking their 15th year anniversary. BBoy crews from all over the planet arrive to do battle in Brixton for the championship that is seen by many insiders as being one of the main breaking competitions in the world. They also showcase other styles of dancing, including popping and locking, with a solo BBoy competition thrown in for good measure. But let's get back to the crews. In all, 8 of the world's finest take part in the headline competition, with each of these crews being made up of 8 BBoys. To win the contest, crews must perform with originality, style, execution, a flawless technique, and most of all, musicality. They must dance on beat. Last year, the US crew Skill Methods won the competition, but in the 2 years prior to 2009, there were winners from Russia and Korea. So, if you're going to ask me who to put your money on, quite frankly, I have no idea. The Japanese always come strong, the Europeans could do damage, this year the Brazilians have been thrown into the mix, and of course, we have the home favourites from the UK. Coming up, all the action from the US qualifiers. Trust me, you do not want to miss that. And also, later on, a hip-hop tour of New York City with a legend, Grandamaster Caz from the Cold Crush Brothers. And talking to legends, I'm joined by one now. He knows a little bit about the UK BBoy Championships because he founded them. And he's also the event organiser, Hooch. Hooch is widely regarded as one of the main players on the UK BBoy scene, which is why he's our eyes and ears on the ground for the international qualifiers. Can you break down what a BBoy actually is?
It's simple, really. B-boy stands for breakboy, people that dance to the break of the record.
And what are the differences between street dance and B-boying?
Street dance is like choreographed to music that they set down. And B-boying is like a battle dance, 2 sides basically battling against each other. Non-contact, but battling each other for skills. They've got to be in sync with the music, but they're doing moves which not even the top gymnasts can do.
Yeah. Call it the UK BBoy Championship, but there are crews from all over the world that come here.
Yeah.
Why not in New York, which is like the spiritual home of hip-hop?
I think we have the best fans, the best audience in the world. The crews, that's why they love coming here.
We're going to be charting Hooch's travels around the world over the coming weeks, and where better to start than New York City.
We're here, Midtown Manhattan, just about to kick off on the Rocksteady 33rd anniversary. The annual pilgrimage of the Mecca of B-boying.
On the world tour, Hooch gets to meet the biggest characters in the game, and there's no one bigger than the frontman of the UK Championships, Crazy Legs. Undoubtedly one of the biggest legends in B-boying, he is also one of the founding fathers of the movement.
This Crazy Legs Rocksteady crew, we're chilling with my man Hooch. He's my guest right now.
It's great to be here, you know, this is where really the US qualifier should be. Got the solo battles going on, the crew battles for the United States of America qualifiers for the B-Boy Championship World Finals.
With the UK Championship celebrating 15 years in 2010, only the best crews can get to go to the World Finals.
15th anniversary, the theme is Bronx to Brixton. I like it, so...
And I've been through a lot on that stage at the Brixton Academy in the UK. I've been abused, I've been harassed by the audience, I've been booed by the audience, but 15 years later, we have an educated audience.
Since its early origins, b-boying has evolved into a physically demanding dance.
How can you do power moves to the music? Well, they're doing it now. They're coming back, they're dancing. The speed, the intensity, the flow is all important in what they're doing. It's about incorporating everything.
As the battles close in, there's 3 crews that everyone has their eyes on, all of which are desperate to make it to Brixton. First up, the Dynamic Rockers, New York City's finest.
All I want you guys to know is there's no New York style, but there is a New York state of mind. And that New York state of mind is, you step up to us, we're gonna smoke you, no matter where we go.
Making the trip a couple of hours north from Philadelphia are Rep Styles' crew.
We're gonna try and cut your head off, but also kick you when you're down. You know what I mean?
And challenging the Dynamic Rockers for New York domination are the Supreme Beings.
Get ready, UK B-boys, German B-boys, French B-boys, the US B-boys, the New York B-boys are coming.
These may be the new guys on the scene, but with the semi-finals fast approaching, you can never beat the voice of experience.
Battle to represent and protect your reputation and to kick some ass.
You've met the favourites, and we'll be back later in the show to find out which crew will represent the USA in the World Finals. This series is a celebration of hip-hop culture, so we'll be looking at all aspects. But to kick things off, our man on the ground hooked up with one of the founding fathers of hip-hop.
We thought we'd go on a hip-hop tour, so we're going to go down to the Bronx, we're going to go right up all the way back to Uptown, look at the places which were important in hip-hop history over the last 30, 35 years.
Everybody give it up for the Grandmaster Caz!
Grandamaster Caz is one of the original pioneers of hip-hop. Born in the Bronx, he made his name with the Cold Crush Brothers and was involved in rap music's first top 40 hit, the Sugar Hill Gang's Rapper's Delight.
All right, my name is Grandmaster Caz. I'm one of the legends of hip-hop. I've been like in the forefront of hip-hop since its inception. Everything that's going on or happened in hip-hop, I've been witness to it.
Any of you guys have any, apprehensions about going like uptown, it's too late. Matter of fact, you're in the hood right now.
Put it up, selector! Basically, we just take a bunch of people from around the world, put them on a bus in Midtown Manhattan, take them uptown and teach them about the culture of hip-hop.
August 11th, 1973, the first documented hip-hop party was given on the west side of the Bronx in an apartment building.
And that party changed the way we party forever. That party created a demand for like parties, for where people play that same kind of music, where people dance that same kind of way, where people dress that same kind of way. And that was the beginning of hip-hop.
Check it out, we're at the Graffiti Hall of Fame. There's like mad pieces all over here.
People go there all the time just to look at the graffiti up there, you know what I mean? And it reminds people of a time that graffiti was uplifted, you know what I mean? When people did it and it really meant something. Come on. Now this piece on this side of the wall was done after the death or murder of Michael Jackson last year.
So it's important to see where it happened, where it came from in its original form. We're kind of just spelling it out to say, look, it started here, but we're ending in Brixton, and it's going to be crazy.
Yo, what's up? This is the grandest of them all. Even your mama fall for Grandmaster Caz, original B-boy, all right? Big shout to all the B-boys and B-girls at the UK BBoy Championships this year. Good luck.
Thank you to Grandmaster Caz, hip-hop history in a nutshell. Later on, we'll be catching up with the Brooklyn-born MC Destroy. He'll be telling us what's going on in New York City right now, but not before we give you a little lesson in battle etiquette. You may think it's as simple as bussing a move. Look to the crowd, crowd cheers. Look to your boys, boys give you props. Job done. But it's not as simple as that. There are rules, I tells you. Rules! Staged b-boy battles happen all over the world, and the rules will vary at each competition you enter. But as a general rule of thumb, this is how the UK Championship World Qualifying Series works. 2 crews take part in a battle, with each crew consisting of up to 8 b-boys. Crews battle on a round-for-round basis. That means if you come out first, the person from the opposing crew has to answer your round. Both crews will get an equal number of rounds in every battle. B-boys can use a variety of moves in their sets, a set being 1 full round. I hope you're still with me. There are 4 main elements of the dance. Top rock. Here, b-boys perform steps from a standing position. As you'll see over the course of the series, it can also be an opening display of style. Footwork, or floor work as it's sometimes referred, is used to describe movement on the floor, using hands as well as feet to support the body. Power moves. These are some of the more acrobatic moves that you see b-boys perform, and they require a great amount of physical strength. And finally, the freeze. As it suggests, the b-boy will keep his body as still as possible in a specific pose to emphasise a strong beat in the music. A combination of all these b-boy elements will help the judges decide the battle winner. Judging panels are made up of between 3 to 5 well-respected members of the b-boy community. They will make their decision subjectively, meaning what one judge finds appealing might not necessarily float another's b-boy boat. And the most important rule in any b-boy battle, no touching. B-boying may be a fight dance, but the only blows exchanged are metaphorical. That's it for part 1. Coming up after the break, we're going to be finding out about the underground New York hip-hop scene, and also discovering which crew from America won the right to travel across the pond to compete at the World Finals of the Sony Ericsson UK BBoy Championships. Welcome back to the Sony Ericsson World BBoy Series. Coming up later in the show, we're going to be hitting the American qualifiers to see which crew from over there earned the right to come and battle over here. But before that, let us go back to where it all started, New York City. But do we need any archive footage for that? No, we do not. Because we're going to New York circa 2010, and we have an expert guide for you with all the hookups. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Destroy. Destroy, take it away, son. Destroy first made his name as an MC with the internationally renowned rap group, The Arsonists.
Here we are, my name is Destroy, you are in New York City. Nothing else looks like it, nothing else feels like it, nothing else smells like it. It's a wonderful city, a lot going on, but right now we are focusing and getting targeted into hip-hop and the culture. I am your tour guide, and I'm going to take you to a lot of places you probably heard of, never heard of, should have heard of, and want to visit. Here we go, New York City. Pay attention right now. Smack your sister in the face if she don't know what's going on. You good? You guys are focused? We are right now in Fat Beats. This is like, if you walked in here and you don't know who KRS-One is, I should punch you in the face with a helicopter. Fat Beats is one of the most phenomenal stores, not only for the business of records and music, for the culture. So this is a great kind of museum. You look up, all this is like albums that were released in the past. If nobody heard of it, we heard of it first. The mainstream world exists, and we are here, and we will never go away. You can't kill all of us. Look at that kid. That's Destroy right there. I hate him. We are gonna go right now, check out Flocabulary. We are in Brooklyn, and what they're doing is meshing hip-hop education, putting it together for the kids. I wish I had it when I was a little shorty.
These days, hip-hop culture stretches further than just music, fashion and art. One fine example of this is Flocabulary, which reaches out to kids by using hip-hop in education.
What we're doing is we're taking the stuff that kids have to learn in school anyways, putting it in music, and then providing additional materials that help the kids learn those fast.
It's like rice and beans. Well, 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is like a bag of chips. 'Cause 3 times 2.
One of our most popular over here, we did Hip Hop US History. We want it to sound legit and be real. This isn't just a gimmick.
We are at Halftime Radio, which is a phenomenal underground station at College NYU in New York City. It's been in existence for 12 years. Amongst all the years of having this show, the artists that release music also become friends. Halftime Radio show is hosted by DJ Clips. Once in a while, I come over here and I make everybody laugh and bug out. You gotta hug this kid, man. You see what I'm saying? This dude is not in America right now. This right here is, like I said, this is the soundtrack of the hip-hop dude who loves real, authentic hip-hop. Hear it first here, and then move on with life.
See, I told you, that guy knows everyone in New York. So if you're ever there, got a bit of spare time, give him a call. I'm sure he'd love to help you out. Maybe. Maybe not. Anyway, the South Bronx, which is in New York City, is a place where so many of the moves you see today originated. One such classic move is the backspin. And here to show you how to make it your very own is Just Do It from the Dutch crew Rugged Solutions. Pay attention.
Just Do It is one of Europe's most well-respected b-boys, winning his first major international solo battle in Korea this year.
B-boy Just Do It from Rugged Solutions. I'm gonna show you a backspin, so check it out. First step is you push your body forward until your shoulder hits the floor, like this. Second step, you kick out your right leg until your right shoulder hits the floor, like that. The important thing is, when you kick your leg, you have to kick it towards your ear and then close. So, this is a backspin. That's it. It's a really simple move. The only thing you need to do is try to stay high on your back. Instead of starting out from a sitting position, you can also go from standing and kick to the floor, like that. If you want to improve it even more, you do a little simple trick. It's called a coin drop. It's popping up from a backspin onto your legs. It's a little more complicated, but I'll show it to you. So, what we'll do, backspin, pop up, like that. It'll look impressive. It's not slowing down slowly. Like that. Simple. So that's it. Don't see it as a basic move. Try to do variations. See it as something you can expand in a lot of different things. Just Do It, Rugged Solutions, please.
That's easy. Backspin, slack spin, I could do that, I just don't really want to. But in a few weeks' time, you're going to see a lot of people busting those moves on that stage. But for now, let us cross to the founder of the UK BBoy Championships, the internationally renowned DJ and, of course, event organiser, Hooch. He's been travelling the globe to find the world's best crews, and this week he stopped off in America, the reigning world champions. Any crew from America carries the burden of history with them. So I want to know, which crew wants it the most? America, let's have it.
Yeah, we're here in New York City, the first leg of the BBoy Championship World Series. The qualifiers for the US crew are over the weekend at the Rocksteady anniversary.
Crews came from all over the East Coast to compete. And earlier you met the Dynamic Rockers, New York City's finest.
There's no New York style, but there is a New York state of mind. And that New York state of mind is, you step up to us, we're gonna smoke you, no matter where we go.
Rep Styles crew.
We're gonna try and cut your head off, but also kick you when you're down. You know what I mean?
And supreme beings.
We're looking forward to battling some other crews. You know, we're basically tired of battling the same people, you know? And not for nothing, we've been reigning supreme.
Time for the talking to stop. Time to battle. And we kick off with the semi-finals. The first of the semi-final battles saw the Dynamic Rockers tear apart the Raw Muscles crew with a multitude of routines to set up a mouth-watering second semi-final between the Supreme Beings and Rep Styles crew. The two crews know each other's styles well.
Well, we battle in New York all the time, but I mean, every time we come here, man, it's great. You know what I mean? We've seen the scene grow up since the early 2000s, so we've been coming here since then. It's always dope to come to New York.
We have strategy, but we're also open to improvise. Well, we roll with the punches, I guess, you know? Because you never know what's gonna happen. So we're ready to react.
Improvisation worked out for the Supreme Beings, seeing them set up an all-New York final with the Dynamic Rockers. Going into the final, nerves didn't seem to be a problem for Dynamic.
Dynamic Rockers, yes, this is the UK. Quote me on that. Now I gotta wear it or else I look stupid.
Dynamic came out first in the final with an explosive routine. Desperate for New York domination, Supreme send out a big solo from Frankie Perez.
I mean, we were always taught to have swagger, you know, to carry ourselves, you know, very well, that no matter what came in our way, nothing could stop us, you know? Even if it was like a dope B-boy, like the dopest B-boy ever, if they came up to you and stepped up to you, you always had confidence, you know?
Dynamic pull into a commando, allowing them to extend their round. With a lot of work to do, Ken Fury busts out the power for the Supreme Beings.
We love representing the U.S., but I feel it's more that we want to represent New York.
No other New York crew has took it international like that, and we want to be the first to do that.
Supreme have the answer to a huge round from Dynamic, but it looks like it might be too little, too late.
The winners are judges.
Strong routines, dancing on beat, big power moves, and all-out B-boy flavor win it for the Dynamic Rockers.
I say, quote me on this. We're gonna win this battle. We're going to the UK. And I said, if I didn't win, then I look stupid. So now I look like the man. And
yo, we still had a lot of stuff for that.
Hell yeah.
Yo, let's just throw everything.
Then we go to a pub and get some fish and chips. Yeah.
Who's on
Some tea and some crumpets. What's up? Use the loo.
And tea.
Smoke a fag.
Dynamic Rockers, it had to be. They had the fire, they had the flexibility, they had the foundation, and they definitely had the funk. Interestingly enough, they are the first all-New York crew to battle it out here in Brixton. Next time, we travel to the land of the rising sun, yes, Japan, to see who'll be booking their flight tickets to compete at the Sony Ericsson UK BBoy Championship Finals. Until then, sayonara.